So I think the best way to start this all off is to, first of all, prove that what Goku faced in Dragon Ball Super episode 118 was in fact a black hole. There are many people questioning, is it a black hole? Just because it says it's a black hole doesn't mean it is. In theory, and according to NASA, a black hole is a place in space where gravity pulls so much that even light cannot get out. The gravity is so strong because matter has been squeezed into a tiny space. This can happen when a star is dying. Because no light can get out, people can't see black holes. They are invisible. Space telescopes with special tools can help find black holes. The special tools can see how stars that are very close to black holes act differently than other stars. Now, this is in real life. In fiction, black holes appear without following real life rules. So for example, a character can escape a black hole, but it doesn't necessarily mean they have infinite power. Even though real life follows special relativity, in which light speed would require infinite power, and to escape a black hole, you would have to exceed the power or speed of light, which would be above infinite according to special relativity or the law of relativity. Fiction doesn't always follow these laws. However, there are other ways to determine if it's a black hole, and a great way to do this is, for one, does it act like a black hole in any way? Is it as powerful as a black hole? And yes, the pretty black hole, as it's called, is in fact a black hole. So a good example of this is Android 18 shoots an attack into the black hole, and it's absorbed into its mass, and it grows in size. So for example, a black hole due to Hawking radiation would basically, if it's less than a few trillion tons in mass, will basically dissolve almost instantaneously, and they grow by festering on energy around them. So when 18 shoots a beam into the black hole, it doesn't actually damage the hole, rather increases its mass or power, which is why it became larger and fell on them to begin with. It should also be noted that Goku can't teleport out of the black hole, and this actually coincides with an actual black hole. Now, if you notice with this, the event horizon of a black hole is basically where light can't escape. However, the entire black hole of the pretty heart is that, or the pretty black hole, is that it's essentially, there is no escape from it. It is entirely sealed. The entire thing is the event horizon. There is no hole sucking things in or pulling things in. It is the black hole. So when Goku tries to teleport, he's essentially locked out, so there's no communication with him in the outside world. And this is how it is with actual black holes. Some people will theorize black holes are actual, portals to a different dimension, and scientists have never actually been able to find any signs or communications within a black hole. If you're in a black hole, you cannot communicate with the outside universe, let alone a black hole with no exit. Like, this hole does not actually have an exit. It is not literally connected to the universe, so it makes sense that Goku's instant transmission would not connect to the outside universe, and he would not be able to teleport out of it. Now that we've kind of discussed why it's a black hole, or at least written to be a black hole and not so much act perfectly like one, let's talk about what this means for Goku and the cast, since they actually took one on. According to NASA, even the smallest black holes can be just the size of one atom and have the mass of an entire large mountain. A single atom can be the mass of an entire mountain, and this black hole is multiple meters large and across. Now, I'm going to link something down in the description if you guys want me to be less verbose. I just want to be kind of like straight up with what it means, because most people don't really understand the science behind it anyways. As a reminder, if the entire planet Earth were made into its black hole equivalent, so if you had a black hole and you wanted to say it had the mass of the Earth, it would be no larger than a single marble. So a black hole the size of a marble would be heavier than our entire planet. Now, you kind of see how this is quite the lifting feat on Goku's part. Now, many people have actually calculated this to be over 60 septillion tons in terms of weight being pushed on top of them. And this actually makes sense for a few reasons, because if you look at the arena these guys are actually on is Kachin, right? It's essentially Kachin, but even better. It's just amped Kachin. Now, Kachin was so powerful that it was capable of taking sword slashes from Z-Sword training Gohan, who would be stronger than First Form Frieza, and First Form Frieza would be the same character who could throw supernovas, capable of obliterating planets with 10 tons of force. Like, he'd be able to destroy planets with 10 times the mass of Earth almost instantaneously, way beyond their gravitational radius, and in an instant. So you could almost imply that these are almost like dwarf star level attacks, even by first form Frieza. And then you have Z-Sword Gohan, who stacks onto that, and he's not even able to budge Kachin. And this black hole is so massive that its sheer weight is sinking into Kachi, and it's going to sink through the entire arena, which could have beyond star level defenses. If this black hole is truly, possibly almost billions of times the weight of Earth, using marble scaling, then there's really no way that this really contradicts anything, although it's not necessarily impressive. It's impressive because Goku is so tired in his base form that he requires the help of Android 18, and he's able to stand up in this black hole in just his base form. So that is in itself impressive. However, overall, when you have a character like Goku who might be able to be scaled to universal levels, it really doesn't mean a whole lot in terms of feat. But for, like, you're debating like normies, that think feats are all that matter, Goku tanking a black hole in his base form is pretty edgy. It's pretty important. So, other than that, this is a great lifting feat. Goku's lifting strength is insane. Like I said, a single marble of a black hole would be the weight of Earth. So just take that into account and realize Goku took multiple meters of one. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see an entire video on black holes, I was actually considering doing that. Like, what things in fiction dictate that they're a black hole? Is Pain's planetary devastation considered a black hole? Is Saitama versus telekinesis considered a black hole? Is Aizen's coffin considered a black hole level? What is considered a black hole, and how did they work? How did they scale the characters? If you guys want to see that, just let me know. And other than that, till next time.